Hi everyone, this is 8th grade Elevate lesson 64 on area of trapezoids. So this first page here, we're going to go ahead and skip only because it is a recap from previous lessons. I would say only go through this page if kids really struggled on the past 2 days. However, because today's focus is on trapezoids, I don't want us to spend time going over two different formulas that will then confuse students today. So let's just jump into our teacher model. We're going to model questions 1 through 3. This formula is quite complex. It has multiple parts, and students may struggle or throw fits if we don't take our time with it. So let's really take our time. Now, I want to go over the different formulas. So this formula right here has a fraction that is visible. And as I mentioned yesterday during the formula for triangles, there's another way to write the formula where it is not visible. And so I like this formula a lot better. Base 1 plus base 2. Then you multiply by the height. Then you divide everything by 2. Same formula, different format, okay? So in this example, we said base 1. I'm going to rewrite it here. We have base 1 plus base 2 times height. Then you want to divide everything by 2. So we'll do this first and then divide everything by 2. Okay, so what do we mean when we say base 1 and base 2? Base is at our bottom and base is at our top. So 7 and 4. Okay, we'll start out with that. We'll go step by step. So I'm going to rewrite the entire thing. 7 plus 4 times height divided by 2. Okay, I'm going to rewrite that. 7 plus 4 is 11. So 11 times height divided by 2. So now we have to figure out what is our height. Right here. Our height is also 4. So let's get to work. So we have here 11 times 4 divided by 2. 11 times 4 is 44 divided by 2 gives us 22. Our unit is centimeters, and we know that we've been multiplying these units together, so we need to square it. So 22 centimeters squared is our area. Okay, I will do another example for you just so you feel confident about how to roll this out to students. So we always want to start out with the formula. Let me go ahead and white this out so that I have more space to write. Okay. So we have area is equal to base 1 plus base 2 times height. And divided by 2. So go ahead and take a second to identify what base 1 and 2 are. Base 1, base 2. It's addition, so the commutative property applies. It doesn't matter if you're doing 9 plus 11 or 11 plus 9. You're still going to get the same answer, which is 20, right? 11 plus 9 is 20. So let's go ahead and get back to work. So we have 20 times our height divided by 2. So what is our height? Take a second. Our height is 3. So 20 times 3 divided by 2. Okay, what is 20 times 3? It's 60 divided by 2. What is 60 divided by 2? 30. What is our unit? Yards. And don't forget the square. Okay, last question you're going to model for students. It looks like a different type of trapezoid. However, it still is a trapezoid. So first things first, start out with the formula. Base 1 plus base 2 times height divided by 2. Okay, base 1 plus base 2. What do we have? 5 plus 2 is 7. So we have 7 times height divided by 2. What is our height? 3. 7 times 3 divided by 2. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 divided by 2. 10.5. What is our unit? Feet squared. Okay, so from there, students will work on questions 4 through 8 with a partner before launching into their one question exit ticket, which is question 9. Now, students can decide to turn this shape into 2 different ones, into a triangle, because they know the area of a triangle already, and they've also learned the area of a rectangle. They can choose to do it that way, or they can choose to do it the way we just taught them. And so what they would need to do is literally flip the page over so that they can be able to visualize the trapezoid a little bit better. However, here are their bases. The bases are parallel to each other. So we have 11 and 5. And then just like we talked about yesterday with triangles, we have 2 other values now. That's very confusing for us. However, we know that height cannot be slanted. So if our options are 8 and 10, our height has to be 8. So students are just doing 11 times 5, which is 55. Sorry, 11 plus 5, which is 16, times 8, which is 128, then divided by 2, which is 64. Okay, so students are going to have to get a point for showing their work, and then the other point that they're going to get is for having the correct answer, including their units.